And we're live. Hi guys, welcome to our demo. I'm going to show you how to add a map to your Ionic application. So I have a couple of slides prepared. First, I need to share my screen. Okie dokie. So yeah, adding a map to Ionic App. So we will I will show you how to add a map to your Ionic App using Google API. And we will add the map to our Ionic App, and we will also add a marker to the map. So if you want to display a special position, we will use a marker for that, right? And now over to the demo. So I have prepared an empty application, right? So just use a template for that. And the first thing we need to do is go over to Google, search for Google Maps API key. And we'll go here to the first one. So we will be using the Maps JavaScript API, all right? And then we'll get a key. We need to create or select a project, just my project, or whatever. Enable API. And then we'll get a key, all right? So copy this one and save it somewhere. And then go over to your code base, add them here. I'm going to look at it at the same time. So yeah, so first of all, we need to go to the index.html. And just above the Cordova app, we need to add a script. Let's see there. With the source. Then we have a long URL. So I'm just going to copy the one I used before. Here we go. All right, so you will be typing https maps googleapis.com maps API.js and then a question mark. And here, where it's the key, here you will add your the key that you just got from Google, right, guys? And then you need to write async and defer, and that's with that step. All right. Then we'll start. I already started up the Ionic server, so to see what happens here. I'm just going to refresh this one as soon as the server is booted up. So if you miss any of the steps, don't worry, I've written down everything. So you can have a step-to-step guide in written form as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So now we have a working app, all right? Let's go back to our code. So we added it here, and now we need to go to our home.html. Where do we have that? Some pages. .html. And we need to remove all the content here and the padding. I'm going to call this Google Maps. And then let's see, do we need to do something else? Yeah, so in the navbar we'll have some color. And we'll use primary. All right, and inside this Ion content, we need a div. And delete this and call it map.
If you like under where you write class house
with the ID.
If you write attr_accessor, and then write like the symbol of color, comma, number of rooms, and that's how you can like access the value of
like
those
this.
two.
Clear so far?
Nothing
too complicated?
Or you can just do the writer, I think.
No, it looks
It is straightforward.
Yeah, it looks a little bit too straightforward. I feel like it's a trick.
It's always
all right. Then we'll go over to our home TS. So this is really empty right now. We need to update our component here with view child and element ref. So let's do that. View child and element ref. All right. Then we need to add it here as well. You're probably guessing I'm cheating like hell right now.
It's okay, we all do.
I see everything. How is he cheating?
You're in a prime position there, like, what's he doing?
How is he cheating?
Basil, does Raul cheat? Can you say it sometimes?
Yeah, Raul is a genius. He just does all those things off his head.
Knew it, I knew it.
So inside this, we'll add a map, and we'll have a map reference. And we'll call it element ref. So let's check, is this correct? And we'll have it under export class. Perfect. And move up the instructor like that. All right. Now we need to add an Ionic Ion view did load, and we'll do it below the constructor. Let's see, just outside here, right? And we'll write Ion view did load. And pass. Inside here, we will do a console log just to see that what we're running will display this dot map reference. Let's see what I've got. That one. All right, so now we'll head out to our browser. Still loading, and we'll inspect it. We go to the console, and we need to see, yeah, so this is here. So this is loading and div map, right? So this is making sure that we're on the right track, more or less. All right, so let's go back to our code again. Let's see now. So next step. So we set up everything, and now we need to actually display the map. And to do that, we're going to add a function. So let's see now, where did we get here? Here we'll add a function called showMap. All right. And let's see now. Inside here, we'll have a constant. Location equals to new Google .maps .lat l lang. And I've taken some random
Thingy.
Sorry, what did he say? No?
Thingy.
Thingies. I'm taking some random thingies. Some latitudes and longitudes, just to make this work. All right. So now we got that one. So now we're getting an error for this Google thingy. So we need to declare a variable for Google. So declare var Google any, right? So now you see the error is gone now. All right. Next, we need to set up some map options. So we'll go back to our go. Sorry?
And a typo there.
Is it a typo?
It's the same. Like
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No.
Good catch. So I had a small typo. All right. So yeah. So now we need to update our options. So if we go back to our show map function, here we go. And just like this one, we need another one. Just make some room. Options. And we'll give it a center option. Where the location will be. And we'll have a zoom for 15. Right. So when we're done with this, we need to add the Google Maps function. And we'll add it right below as well. So we'll call it this dot map equals new Google dot maps capital M map this map ref native element and the options. So passing them all in. I need to close this. Why are we getting an error on that one? Yeah. All right. So Now we need to add
View.
this .show map to the Ion view load and delete the console log. So we'll do that. So instead of console log, we'll have this dot show map. All right, with parentheses. Okie dokie. So if we go back to our app here. All right, Google is not defined. I was getting this error before. I don't know. It just stopped by itself. Let's just reload this. Perhaps I need to restart my server.
Shouldn't you change the rooms as well?
Let's see now. It's complaining about this one. And I have no idea why it's complaining. Yeah, you see? So it runs sometimes and then it just stops running. So we just added this one above, but still it's getting us an error. We'll continue build and see if it sorts out by itself later. All right, but this is the code. It should work unless I have some kind of typo somewhere. All right then. Yeah.
You had a small error at the last line, 22. I don't know if that could cause it.
Yeah. Let's see. 22. This dot map. It should be correct though. This equals. See.
On line 21, could you be missing a semicolon?
Yeah, that's probably it. No, I didn't sort it out. Did I use some kind of... I should be right. I'll restart my server, see what happens. I'm just typing in Ionic serve and I first just shut it down. All right, see what happens now. All right, it's still giving us an error. Just dot map. Have I forgotten some step? I probably have. Let's see now. We go back to the index.html. The script, everything's fine there. Here, is this fine? Nope. Right. So property mask does not exist on home page. So if we go to home TS, we do have it, right? So we have this .show map. Have I forgotten something here? I deleted the console log. All right. I'll try to figure it out when we go along. So yeah, so nothing's showing. So we need to go to home CSS and add the map here. So map, and then we need some height. And we'll say it to be 100%. All right. Let's see now if it works. Still not working. All right, we need to figure this out before we can continue. It's probably a typo from my part somewhere. So let's go to the home TS. We declared the variable Google. We have it as any. Let's see now. Then we need to. I'm forgetting something.
I have one question, and it might be a silly question. I don't know. I missed it somewhere. At the bottom there where you wrote describe hash pane. Why do you write hash?
Do any of you guys see anything? Any ideas?
No.
Maybe just try hovering over the map and see the error, because I had something small that got me stuck last Friday for like 3 hours. Yeah. And it was just importing something small, including a file.
Exactly. Let's take a 5-minute break. I need to recheck my notes, all right, guys? And I'll get back to you with the solution.
Cool.
Right. See you in a bit.